Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, May 9th, 2017. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. The world's biggest reinsurer, Munich Re, released its first quarter numbers yesterday, and first quarter operating profit has beat the expectations of analysts, with the carrier reporting a result of 952 million euros. It's ahead of the prior year's period of 726 million euros and about 2% above consensus analysts' forecasts. Results were held back, however, by a worse-than-expected property and casualty reinsurance combined ratio. In fact, the first quarter number climbed to 97.1%, about 8.7 percentage points worse than last year. The reinsurer noted that the first quarter had experienced an increase in the basic loss ratio, in particular translation claims. Major losses increased fourfold year-on-year to 403 million euros. The largest single loss was Cyclone Debbie, which had generated a hit of about 100 million euros. The carrier released 250 million euros of claim reserves, corresponding to 6 percentage points of the combined ratio. They also noted that pricing pressure had remained on the April 1st reinsurance renewals, although, quote, there had been a slight easing. Overall decline in prices was 0.5%. London's share of the global reinsurance market has continued to decline as increased competition and protectionist trade policies stymie growth. This is according to a study released by the London Market Group. They noted that the share of reinsurance premiums attributable to London stood at 12.3% in 2015, down from 13.4% in 2013 and 15% in 2010. Suspected insurgents in Thailand detonated a car bomb this morning outside a busy shopping center in the southern part of the country. This occurred in a shopping mall in the city of Patani. An explosion occurred in the Big C shopping center, a major grocery and retail chain. Police say that more than 50 people have been wounded. It's possible that there are fatalities here. Three-time Tour de France winner Chris Froome, a British cyclist, said he was unhurt after claiming to be, quote, rammed by a car driver while out training in southern France. Froome, who rides for Team Sky, posted a picture on Twitter of his damaged bike, and he's reported the incident to the police. He said, "Thankfully, I'm okay. The bike was totaled. The driver kept going. The driver followed him onto the pavement," he said. Froome is expected to race in the Tour de France, which takes place from the 1st of July to the 23rd. He's aiming to win the event for a fourth time. Scores of people have been fatally injured in a gas explosion in the Takoradi area of Ghana. The explosion occurred at a factory owned by the Ghonco company. It's a chemical company. According to initial reports, as many as 30 people may have been killed. It's thought that the explosion occurred when a tanker truck was loading or unloading its product, and somehow an explosion occurred. Tropical cyclone Donna has now just passed to the west of Vanuatu in the South Pacific, bringing flooding rains and damaging winds. It's now in the process of drifting east toward New Caledonia. The interesting note about this is that its winds are expected to reach 215 kilometers an hour, with gusts up to 260 kilometers an hour. This makes it the strongest tropical cyclone ever recorded during the month of May in the Southern Hemisphere. This is remarkable that such intensity could develop late in the season, because the hurricane or cyclone season in the South Pacific officially ended on the 30th of April. In South Korea, Moon Jae-in, a progressive candidate who favors closer ties with North Korea, is apparently the next president of South Korea. The snap election, of course, was called following the impeachment of the former president Park Geun-hye over a corruption scandal. Moon's victory is potentially going to open a new and difficult chapter in relations with the U.S. Moon wants to resume engagement with North Korea, while the Trump administration is calling for pressure and punishment. Moon apparently had about 41% of the vote, according to joint exit polls. Meanwhile, in Paris, Emmanuel Macron is going to take over as president of France on Sunday. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.